Looks like it's working. Okay. Let's see. Hello? Can you hear? Was that it the whole time?
No. Okay.
Let's see. Hello? All right. You can mute it. Perfect. Okay, we're here. Technical difficulties. We are constantly learning. Which brings me back to what I was saying when we tried to go live the first time, was watching our last live video made us learn so much, kind of like right now, like even though we only have one person on here, if anyone watches this back, they're going to see, I don't know, we should just start talking right away. So that's one thing we learned. What else did you learn, babe?
I think looking at the camera.
Mm.
I think it's really distracting to keep looking at the laptop to see what you guys are saying. But I think that's the biggest thing, is just to talk to you, make eye contact, and then look at the camera.
What else? Oh, we move a lot. When we watched ourselves on live, I was like, we can't stop just like sitting. We need to like constantly like moving up and down or side to side or adjusting.
Definitely.
We move a lot.
What's up, Elle?
Elle's here. Hey, what's up? And then what else? Oh, the feedback loop. So in the beginning of our last live video, we had this sound on the computer on, which is what like constantly was giving the same loop over and over again. Then we realized we need to mute that and got it figured out.
Yep.
So we're just always learning.
Yep.
Elle, so it seems like it's you and us, which is awesome.
We have one other person.
So before we start answering a bunch of questions, we just thought we'd give some people some time and get on here, and we'll just kind of talk about the day we had yesterday. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday, yeah.
Wow.
Went to the mountain yesterday.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that before we start answering some questions. What's he say? Have some potatoes. Love Elle's potatoes. How was yesterday?
Yesterday was amazing. There was like a nice layer of fresh snow. It wasn't as crowded as we expected for the day after Christmas.
Yeah, actually.
Everyone was in a jovial mood. Overall, solid day.
Yeah. In the morning, I don't know how much snow we actually got, but in the morning, we went on one of the outback areas, like kind of the backside of Norman, if anybody here rides at Timberline, and it was just powder, like untouched, just, it was the floating feeling, and it was incredible. And then 10:30 came, and we all looked at each other like, it's only 10:30, because we were working so hard in the powder. It wore us out.
Got a lot of runs in a short period of time.
Yeah, we did. We really did, because there really wasn't that many people. You know?
So, Elle, we're working on it. It's taken a while.
You have to read that, because they don't see it.
Oh. So, yeah, Elle said you guys are coming up on 1,000 subs soon. So, yeah, I mean, if we get it, great. If not, we'll keep working at it. So, yeah, we're having fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So, there's like a rule. Not a rule. Is it a rule?
Yeah.
You have to get 1,000 subscriptions in a year to do what?
To get monetization.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so our year would be... When did we start this? July?
I mean, officially it was like July, August, but I think you had already opened up the page prior to that.
The YouTube... Oh, yeah, I did.
So, I think it's like April or something?
Yeah. Cannonball the like button. That's right. Yeah, so we don't have a ton of time left to get to the 1,000 subscriptions. But, like, when I opened the page, like, I had zero idea about any of that, because YouTube is not my experience. Like, I don't know anything about YouTube. So, yeah.
It's all good, though.
Send all your friends here. Help us get 100K.
Yeah, there's definitely a science to it, so I think the content we're putting out is decent. It's just like YouTube has a weird algorithm that has to really like what you put out and to get truly noticed.
Yeah. Yeah. I've researched the algorithm stuff a little bit actually. It's fascinating because like if you comment or like something, it's going to be sent more to you. And so like if right off the bat we didn't get a ton of comments or likes because we didn't know how to do that stuff, then nothing would be sent to anyone because nobody commented or liked it, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we're learning.
Elle, how was your week? Did you go up to the mountain? I'm just curious.
Yeah. And which mountain do you ride? I should probably be doing your guys' yoga. I'm not very flexible, LOL. Yeah, you should. You should definitely be doing our yoga. And it's not like people think yoga is just flexibility. It is so much more than that. Like it is strength, it is breath work, it is mobility, which is a word that a lot of people throw around without actually knowing, like everyone says it, but it's hard to kind of describe or remember what it is. So it's the perfect marriage of strength and flexibility. So being super mobile means that like, yeah, you can bring your leg up to here, but do you have to use your hand to bring it up to there, or can you move it slowly and have the flexibility to put it there at the same time? Like, it's just fascinating, and I love it. And yes, you should definitely join me for yoga sometime.
Yeah, try it out.
That would be awesome.
Even if it's just for like 10 or 15 minutes a week.
Yeah, and that's all our videos are anyways. It's all under 20 minutes, and so it's easy. Easy to follow along. I like to stretch in the hot tub.
Oh, me too.
I wish I had a hot tub.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
No. If I could get a hot tub, but then pay someone to take care of it for me, that would be ideal.
I actually think I'd rather have a sauna than a hot tub because there's just been so many studies and there's so much science behind saunas right now. I don't know. Maybe it's just a hot topic.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few studies on saunas too. I don't know, like, I couldn't tell you verbatim what they are. I've just seen them, they're positive.
Joe Rogan.
They've been used for a long time, though. I mean, for, hundreds and hundreds of years. So I think they're good for you. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
They feel nice.
Yeah.
Even if, like, in the end, they find out that it just reduces stress, I think that's benefit enough.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Tell me more about yesterday.
So we boarded with Jason.
Yep.
And he's
Jason,
amazing.
I just choked on my spit.
So this guy,
I can never say
Jason,
his last
does
name.
like triple backflips, which is beyond me.
He's awesome.
He's fun to watch.
Garmani.
Yep, Jason Garmani. I can barely keep up, but yeah, it was amazing.
He's fun. So Jason works at Timberline. We met him via Mountain Vibes. We were both a part of that organization. And he's just such a nice guy. And he let us ride with him. And one of these days he's going to show us how to do a backflip. But I feel like that's going to happen a little bit later in the season when we're more warmed up. Because I feel like
we'll see.
I really want to learn it. We can do backflips on the trampoline so easily, and so putting them to the snow is just huck and pray, right? It's just
yeah.
And with soft landing, good conditions, warm bodies, like conditions have to be perfect.
All the lines, all the stars connect.
Yeah.
Our pleasure, Elle. We thank you for joining us. We really appreciate this continued support. So
yeah.
I'd like to talk about. I've been having a little knee pain.
Okay.
In my left leg. Towards the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm realizing for me specifically, it is a lot of my quad strength. So I notice I don't have the endurance. I have a previous injury in my left leg. If you didn't hear from last week, but I have kind of that continued endurance weakness over a period of time. So I'm great for the morning, and then in the afternoon I can feel kind of my quadricep or the muscle in the front of my thigh.
Yeah.
It kind of shuts off in a sense.
Is it your front leg or back leg?
It's my front leg.
Okay.
Yeah. It shuts off in a sense, and then I start getting kind of an irritation in my tendon. Yeah, so I think the structures are kind of taking over. So I'm realizing, moral of the story, that I need to strengthen my front leg, lead leg. Yeah.
That's interesting because I feel the opposite. Mine is my back leg, which I think tells us a lot about our riding styles too. Like, especially when we're going over heavy terrain or even landing. Like, we took a couple of jumps yesterday on Blossom, which is just jumps at Timberline. And the first 2 times I went off the first 2 times I went off the jumps, I was still like testing speed. I didn't really know what speed I needed with the amount of powder and with the whatever else. And I used to tend to land more on my back leg and then flop my nose down. And I don't think that's right, but I think that's why my back leg hurts, or my back knee hurts more. And so...
You smash it?
I might have. I might have.
That actually would be
a bump.
It'd be a good video to do about like jumping mechanics and landing.
Oh, for sure.
For plyometric
We should hook up with Tommy B on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Be a solid video.
Go bug Tommy B. If you see this, go be like, yo, hook up with Sarah and Mark about a landing, body mechanics, blah, blah, blah. Go bug him.
L, watching the Seahawks game, chilling in our stream, appreciate it. I could look this up, but who are the Seahawks playing? I know it's the playoffs and the Raiders just got eliminated, but I'm curious.
Nice.
What's up, bro? Gnarly!
Sorry,
welcome to
late.
The show.
Waxing the stick. Ooh, waxing with us. Thank you for bringing us to your wax party. I love it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I need to wax mine too, actually. Mark just did. Yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah. How often do you guys wax? I've found that I think I need to wax like every 3 days of riding on the mountain. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, I don't think you can overwax. If you did it every time, it'd be awesome, but...
Oh my gosh.
I think it depends on the conditions, if it's icy, if the terrain is rough, I don't know.
Right. What would our food emoji be?
I already know what yours would be.
What would mine be?
Pineapple.
Oh, yeah. My spirit fruit is a pineapple. That's true. But I feel like my food emoji would be a burrito.
I don't think I've ever seen the food emojis.
Guys, Mark... yeah. Mark, where's your phone? This is Mark's phone. Can they see it? Mm-hmm. It is an iPhone 4?
4S.
4S. Yeah. Yes. It is tiny, and he's stuck in the dark ages, which I love.
No, sorry. This is the 5S.
Oh, you upgraded.
I had the 4S, but then Apple made it irrelevant, so this is the 5. Thank you very much. Give me some credit there.
You would be the ramen noodles.
Oh, yeah.
You would be the ramen noodles.
Yes.
Good question. Pineapples,
that is
yes.
A good question.
It depends how often we go, but if the bottom is chalky, it's thirsty. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I love that concept of your board being thirsty.
Yep.
I think it helps so much. Yeah, so...
Pineapples. Potatoes. All about them potatoes. Oh, here's a question for you. Who has the best French fries?
Who?
No, it's a question.
Just anywhere?
Anywhere. Yeah.
Okay. Who has the best French fries, Elle? So yeah, yesterday... My back knee was killing me. Mark's front leg was killing him.
It wasn't killing me. It was just irritable.
Yeah. And so today we figured we would do kind of some front leg, back leg testing. So tomorrow we're going to be putting out on Instagram and I think YouTube, right? Or did you do something to
YouTube tomorrow will be more about the hips.
Oh, about the hips.
Yeah.
So on Instagram, we are talking about front side versus back side knees and how to test to see how much strength you have in which side. If you truly are stronger on one side than the other, and then kind of focusing on which side you need to strengthen based off of that. So that's what you can expect tomorrow. Yeah.
Gnarly. Diners in Jersey, disco fries. Fries with melted mozzarella and brown gravy.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds like poutine.
What?
Poutine. It's the Canadian French fry dish.
Oh, really?
It's like a national dish.
Poutine. What's that? Is that
poutine?
different?
Poutine. Look it up.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'm gonna look up poutine.
I think it's poutine. Poutine.
If you are Canadian and you're watching this.
There you go.
Nope. Fries.
P-O-N?
I'm gonna do this and see if it
Poutine.
works.
Yep, that one.
Oh yeah, like loaded fries.
Cheese curds topped with brown gravy. Emerged in Quebec, 1950s. Yes.
Nice.
Yep. See, look.
Is he right?
Similar to poutine.
Oh yeah, poutine. Huh.
Yep.
Nice.
What about pizza? Ooh, that's a good question.
What about it?
So we have a couple of choices for pizza. We have a tradition whenever we come back from Timberline. We not every week, but every other week or once a month, we'll stop at Sparky's Pizza, which is a chain. I think it's an East Coast thing actually. But they have these things called shticks, which essentially is a giant breadstick that they smother in butter.
It's horrible.
It always makes me feel like crap after.
Oh yeah, it stabs my stomach. So like,
but it's tasty.
We're not. I would say I'm vegan. I don't know if Mark would say he's vegan, but we are lactose intolerant, and we eat primarily plant-based and not food, like not animal products. So anytime we go there, they're so good. And after writing all day, like you want a shtick. Like it just sounds so good. And that's how it's spelled too, is SCH. Shtick.
So pizza-wise, their pizza's pretty good too.
Yeah.
They sell by the slice, which is nice.
Yeah.
On rice. And you roll some dice.
Okay.
And so I have some lice.
No, so because we don't eat much animal product or like mostly plant-based, when we go there, it's like it's everything we want and more, but literally 10 minutes later, it's like we're getting stabbed in the stomach and then we're farting all night. And it's just not great. But we do it every time. Don't know why.
Bernale, we're going to say surprised to hear such bad choices from health people.
Haha! We're going to say surprised. I mean...
all in moderation, my friend.
Yeah. Everybody's... I mean, it's 80-20, right? Everything's 80-20. Drinking water, eating food, exercise. Like, do it 80% the way that you preach about, and then 20% the way... another way.
Gotta have some cheat meals once in a while. I would say our other one is, what's the other one we go to occasionally?
Oddmo's.
Oddmo's. I don't know if you have, it's also a chain. I think it's East Coast too.
I have zero idea.
I don't know. Oddmo's, it's like affordable pizza and it's pretty good.
Yeah. And we get the whole pie with that one, so I just say no cheese. Makes it easy. Doesn't stab me as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Bernali says you're right. Everyone has guilty pleasures. Absolutely. You need to live a little bit.
Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate's my biggest guilty pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Bro Gnarly, are you going to the mountain tomorrow?
So, we have a trip coming up. Let's talk about our trip.
So, in 2 weeks, we are headed to Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
With who?
With our friend and friends.
Who are they?
With Gabe, and then meeting up with some friends in Jackson Hole.
Okay, so we're meeting up with Keith and Annie, and they are other PTs that Mark went to school with. And so we are having a bunch of PTs on a mountain, and it's going to be really fun. It's fun, like, having a group of physical therapists or, like, body... I don't know, professionals and / snowboarders and skiers all together. Because then we just nerd out super hard on both topics. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really fun.
Very, very excited. I actually haven't looked at the weather.
I haven't either. Right now. No, I haven't either.
Bernale, big snow with Casey. Yep, I heard the East Coast was dumping.
East Coast was?
Yeah, it's dumping right now.
Oh. So,
just some friends. But, yeah. So
it's up to you now.
Remind us again, what mountain do you go to, Bro Gnarly? I saw that. Yeah, Casey Willax is on the East Coast. He's staying on the East Coast right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Actually, I was just messaging him because remember we were leaving Timberline and we thought we saw him pulling out of that road.
Yeah.
I was like, Casey, are you on the West Coast? Because I swear it was like a blonde-haired guy with a hat in a green, like old Forerunner looking car, and I was like, "Is that him?" No, he wasn't here.
Wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yeah. L. Casey is a beast. Yes, he is next level.
He is,
next level
and he's so nice, you guys. Like, it's so fun seeing people on here, like on the screen, and then meeting them in person. Like, he's so nice. If you have any questions, and everyone else we've met as well have been so incredibly sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. The community is tight. The community is nice.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Let's go. Okay. So he says, Bernardi says, Mountain Creek outdoor, Big Snow indoor. That's right. Big Snow indoor. Yeah, we were riding with him Tuesday at Big Snow. Oh, very
fun.
cool. That's going to be amazing.
Fun. Mountain Creek outdoor and Big Snow indoor. That's right, because we talked about the indoor thing last time.
Yeah, so our friend Jason was saying, he's from Indiana. He was saying that the snow over there is really icy.
Yeah.
Like Midwest, parts of the East Coast. I'm curious if you agree with that.
Yeah.
L, I want to try indoor snowboarding. Yeah, so do we. We would love to try that.
I just kind of want to see what it's like. I don't think it would ever take the place. Like, it could never be the same as a mountain. But it would be fun to experience.
I think the beauty of it is consistency.
Oh, for sure.
Same thing every time,
that makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
So it's always a benefit. But
well, let's if you guys have any questions, feel free to send them our way about anything to do with the body or anything to do with snowboarding, anything to do with recovery, or just anything you want. Because yeah, we want to be a service. So if you guys have any questions for us, please let us know. What more can we share about the hips, knees, and legs that we've need to talk about?
I guess it depends on like what is bothering someone. So, essentially, with a snowboard, you're going to be in that sustained squat position. So, I'm curious how long you guys can last in that kind of a wall squat position.
I smell a challenge.
Yeah, I'd be curious. If you could do, anything past, let's say, 3 minutes, I would be very impressed.
Yeah, honestly.
That's a long time. That requires a lot of strength in your hips and quads and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
How long do you think you can?
I bet I could hit 4 or 5 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes in a squat position?
Yeah. 90 degrees.
Should we do that?
Should try it.
We should, both you and I see who can last the longest.
That would be a good challenge.
In a squat position.
Be a good challenge.
Oh, that sounds fun.
When I was... Oh, Harris, can somebody suck my toes?
Stop.
I don't know, man.
Don't say those things.
That's kind of,
We don't... Ah! Okay, I missed something that's going on here. L, it was actually be our first time at indoor. That's Bro Gnarly talking L. Sweet. The effects of jumping and, more importantly, landing would be great. See? Let's do that. Let's do that with Tommy B at some point.
The effects of jumping. So what do you mean the effects of jumping? Like, and more importantly, landing would be great. So as far as like strengthening or the requirements of the human body
just
to do
like if you land, so like say you go off a jump and you land, I mean, this is where Tommy B would be great because he would tell us like what is the proper way to land, and then we can talk about like what it does to the body. Because if you land too far back, you are going to be putting a lot of force into that back knee because you land hopefully with your legs bent. And so you are putting, I mean, even if you land with your legs straight, you're going to be putting force into that back knee. And so, yeah, talking about how landing affects front or back leg.
Yeah, so I think Tommy would be really good at finding your balance. So like shifting your weight appropriately before and during when you're in the air. But as far as like the landing itself, I think it's the same whether you're doing like a box jump on land or landing on a jump on a snowboard. It's kind of that soft toe landing you know, you're gonna feel it if you hit that hard landing. You're gonna feel it through your knees. Basically, your joints are gonna take the brunt of that force. So it's utilizing those muscles, those ligaments, those tendons accordingly as you land to absorb some of that force. So not so much of that is going through your knees and your hips. So yeah. Yes, the effects of improper technique would be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good video.
I'll message Tommy and get that going.
Yeah, well, that's actually a really, really good idea.
Thanks, guys. You guys start these brainstorming things.
Yeah.
So good.
But,
well,
let me see.
This might be a short live.
Yeah?
Yeah. If we don't have a ton of other questions, because we want to just be here to help you guys out.
Yeah, so I do want to make a video of kind of the proper jumping, landing techniques, and then effects of, like you were saying, Bernali, you know, of landing improperly, and some of the damage that can occur over a period of time or even initially. Because then if you add in like the complexity of strapping your feet to a piece of fiberglass and then going off of a jump at, you know, 30 miles per hour, it definitely adds a twist into things. So thankfully we have snow on our side, soft snow ideally. Hopefully, yeah. To absorb some of that. Yeah. I went off yesterday. Okay, so this is a little off, but Jason was showing me that side hit to the right. Skiers right yesterday. On Molly. Off of Molly, and I went off of it. I lost my balance in the air, but then I landed on my left hip. But I will say I purchased, this is a pro tip. Oh yeah. I purchased, if you go on eBay, you can buy like these snow or these like football padded dry fit shorts that have little paddings like on the coccyx, on the hips, on the quads. I removed the ones on the quads, but I kept the ones on my hips, and I didn't even feel that the fall yesterday. Like the foam absorbed almost all of it, and especially if you're jibbing and stuff, it's like it's amazing to have. And wrist guards. So our buddy Gabe went up with us yesterday, and he fell, and I think it was like really early on in the day. He fell and put his hand back or something. He put his hand down, and he really hurt his wrist. And Mark, he wears these little wrist guards every time we go up, and Gabe was like, wow, I really need to get me some of those because my wrist is killing me. And like, he was going to go home and ice it because it was bad. And if you've been boarding, you know how bad that can be when you fall on your wrist. So, yeah, we're talking about doing a kind of a padding video too, like what gear you can get to help save yourself a little bit. And it's going to be all under your clothes, so you're not going to look dorky. Don't worry. Unless you want to put it on top of your clothes, and then that's fine too. Then you will look dorky. Bro gnarly crash pants. Yep, crash pants. Exactly. They're crash pants. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to fix that. Thanks, L. Thank you for noticing that. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to fix it real quick. Do you know what? We are definitely learning how to use this every single time. Like before this live, we popped on and did like a 5-minute live, and we realized that we had no sound going, and so we had to quickly problem solve that, and now problem solving this, and it's just gonna always gonna be something, huh? We're just always learning. It's fun. Oh yeah. It's fun. Well, yeah, we'll work on that next time. Yeah. But cool. Let's see, Bernarly, I taught a group of friends 1 year, and everyone made fun of the guy with butt pads. But he progressed way quicker than everyone else. That's awesome. That's awesome. For real though, because anyone will tell you this, if you go into something with confidence, you are more likely to like crush it in a good way than if you go into something scared. And so if you have protection, you're automatically probably going to be more confident because you're like, oh, I got protection. So if I land you can still get hurt even with protection, of course. But if you feel safer, you're probably going to do better because you have those safety nets in place and so word. And I think Burton makes a pair of crash pants, but they're really expensive. Yeah. So just buy the used ones. Well, Depends how comfortable you feel with that.
Wear
There's
underwear
a barrier.
underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Underwear underneath.
Just wash them, bleach them, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and they're like, I think I bought mine for like less than $10.
The football
total.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Burton, they're so expensive. But oh yeah, and then the wrist guards. That's the other pro tip. I think you can get them on Backcountry. But essentially they're ProTech wrist guards. I put them under my gloves. They've saved me a few times.
Yeah, I need to get
especially
some.
on rails.
Yeah, and just like foosh, falling with outstretched hand. It's so common. Like if you fall forward, if you fall backwards, we always try to catch ourselves with our hands. So like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my gosh! I almost forgot to mention, you guys. So a guy watched his name's Chris, he watched our live last week, and if you were here, you might remember that I was talking about my bindings and how horrible they were. You know, they're falling apart everywhere, and we've just been replacing. And Chris reached out to us on Instagram and was like, hey guys, great job, like loved what you were doing, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, since it's Christmas, I want to show my appreciation. So Sarah, choose a pair of bindings and I will pay for them.
That was amazing.
And literally
So kind.
My blood was like rushing to I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this can't be real. And it was real. Like I chose my favorite bindings. I was like, hey, like we're super appreciative. Can't believe this is happening right now. And I sent him which bindings I wanted, and I have bindings on the way.
Pretty wild.
It's so crazy.
It's pretty cool if you put it out in the universe, the
Yeah.
things that people are doing. That was so kind.
People are amazing, actually. Like, Chris, if you're watching this, like, you just completely made our week. It was amazing. Like, we just couldn't even believe it. Yeah. People make me happy.
Absolutely. What's up, Will? Thanks for joining us, man. Finding pads that don't restrict movement is tough. This is true.
Oh, yeah.
The ones I bought, I hate to say it, but they were used. But I don't care. So I wear my North Face kind of tights first as my first base layer, and then I wear the used crash pants over it. And mine, I think they're a medium, but they're not that tight. Mine are a little looser because they're used. And then, so here's the other thing I did. So I took off the quad protection, and that I'm able to get in my bibs a lot easier now. So.
And I guess it depends on how tight your snowboarding gear is. Like my pants are pretty loose, only for the reason to like be able to move in them. I really hate restrictive clothing while riding. That's why everything I have is pretty large. But yeah.
Thanks, Elle. Smash that like button. We appreciate it. That helps us out.
Let's see what else.
What else do you think?
Is that it for today? Sometimes they're gonna be short. Yeah,
that might be it. We just wanted to, give updates of our week and some new insights. Get some ideas from you guys. It's always helpful. So. Yeah.
So we are going, anyone who's watching this probably already knows that we will be doing lives every Sunday at 5. And so as you go throughout the week, or more, even more so, when you ride on the mountain, if you're like, come up with a question, if something sparks you like, oh, I wonder about this with the body, or if you notice your body doing something, a weird phenomenon, I don't know. When I'm on the mountain riding, I notice a lot about my body. I'm just like, whoa, and this, and now this hurts, and this feels great. Like, it's just, but I'm a nerd. So I really like that stuff. But if you ever think of anything while you're on the mountain, save it and bring it to us on Sundays, because you will have our full, undivided attention.
Let's see. Will.
Balance.
So Will is asking maybe balance tips.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Okay, so the only tip that I can give for balance, I can give 2 tips. So the first one is, it's like anything else. It's like muscles. It's like stretching. It's like memory. You have to practice. So no one's going to be just good at balance. You have to do it not only on the mountain, but off the mountain as well. And so there's balancing drills that I could put out.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
So I have a couple of things.
Okay.
So balance or proprioception is kind of, you have three kind of, in the body you have three things that control that. You have your feet, which you have a bunch of sensors on. You have your inner ear, your vestibular.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. And then you have your eyes. You use all three of these things for balance. Yeah. So when you are training specifically for balance, you're going to want to utilize all three of those things. If one of those is low, let's say it's low or weak, the others are going to have to kind of step up their game. Yes. So, for example, you see these young gymnasts, these kids that start gymnastics at a young age, and they're training their balance and their inner ear, their proprioception, their eyes from a very young age. So you can see them when they get older. Their control in the air is incredible because they've trained that.
Oh, for sure.
It's just repetition, repetition, repetition. Actually, I'll show you this thing.
It's true. Like when you see, I would be curious to know how many pro snowboarders were once gymnasts before, because when you train like that, you have so much awareness of yourself in space too. Like if you're rotating or if you're doing a backflip or even if you're floating in the air, like from hitting anything. Like, oh yeah, this guy.
So I picked this up from the clinic. They were getting rid of it. Essentially what this is it's dense foam. So you can do a lot of double leg, single leg movements on it. So you can really implement, let's say, I want to do some squats or I want to do some plyometrics. You just add something like this. It doesn't have to be fancy like this. It could be anything. You could add a pillow or something underneath your feet. But essentially, you're training kind of that proprioception, those little sensors in your feet. You're working those muscles around the ankle.
Yeah.
You can do like 90-degree, 180-degree turns on this to control your inner ear as you're spinning, and then add this to land on. Now you're simultaneously working essentially all three. You can do it with your eyes closed. There are a ton of things and combinations you can do to work specifically for your balance. But again, you don't have to go out and purchase it. I don't know how these things are expensive, but you could essentially buy anything, and
you could fold up a blanket.
You could be creative with
that. A towel. It can be really anything. Something soft that makes your feet go like this.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
What up? What up?
Who's that?
Mini Burst Turtle.
Hi, Turtle.
Turtle. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
What was that called?
Yeah,
I don't know. He was a comedian.
I know it. I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Turtle. Master Disguise.
There you go. Boom. That's an older movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that help, Will?
With balance?
Hopefully that gave you an idea of like, one, what is balance? That's actually a good idea.
I know, I wrote it down. Balance drills.
Some things you can do for it. And I could probably even throw out a few different exercises for you to work on that specifically.
Yeah.
But again, I think the biggest thing with balance is repetition. It's like a muscle,
It's anything else.
It's essentially a muscle and you need to work on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to change much if you work on it once a week. It's going to take kind of consistency, 3 to 5 days a week. Short periods of time, build it up over time. So but for sure. But yeah. Any other ideas?
I don't know. I guess like about balance or about anything.
Just about anything.
Oh no, I'm out of ideas today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got so much sleep last night. I think we went to bed at like 10:30 and woke up at like
8:30.
8:30 or 9.
Yeah, it felt amazing.
It did feel really good. So now I'm just like coasting.
For sure.
Howdy.
What's up, Douglas?
Hi, Douglas. Oh,
us.
Douglas. Is this the Douglas? Are you the Douglas that did our 2-week program and was going to review it? Let us know if you're that Douglas. Did you have a good Christmas? We did. Yup. That's that Douglas. Word. Yo. Hi, Douglas. Thanks for coming. He's starting his own page soon.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's
out.
already started it, actually, but it's all snowboarding geared as well. So
cool.
Go check him out. How was our Christmas? Our Christmas was great.
Yeah.
Low key. Family.
It was very low key.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Nothing really crazy to
enjoyable.
say. Yeah.
I don't know about any of you. Do you, when you go to Christmas events or any, it doesn't have to be Christmas, but any holiday family events, and there's a lot of food,
Oh
do you
gosh.
tend to, can you control yourself?
No.
Or do you tend to just not gorge, but kind of go overboard to the
Oh,
point of like feeling uncomfortable?
yeah. Because we get very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We eat way too much food.
My mentality is I want to take advantage of this home cooking because it doesn't happen that often. So, it's just enjoyable, but I tend to overdo it.
Yeah. And again, both very lactose intolerant, and most
Yeah.
things are made with dairy. And with family, we just try to not worry about it too much. But then again, the stabbing.
Yeah.
All the time. Stabbing.
Douglas, I eat everything.
I eat everything.
It's a good answer.
Yeah. Sweatpants. Boom.
Yeah. That's why they made them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just noticed that. It never used to be a thing, but as of recent past couple years.
Just overeat.
Yeah, not necessarily overeat, but just like not knowing your limit. So.
Yeah, and I feel like every holiday meal also is at such a weird time, p.m. or like 3 p.m. just seems to, or like even 5. No, it's usually like 3. It's like this midday between lunch and dinner. So you're hungry because you haven't had lunch.
It's dinner time.
And then you overdo it, and then by the time it's actual dinner time, you're like stuffed potato on the couch.
Nobody likes a stuffed potato.
Except for Elle, actually. He really likes potatoes.
Yeah. Bro Gnarly, same. Lactose
Tommy,
is terrible, but delicious.
hi! Yeah,
Hey, what's up, Tommy?
Tommy, while you're here... Oh, is not receiving enough... There we go. Okay, Tommy, while you're here, we've been talking about doing a video with you about landing. And so... I don't know if our video is working right now.
No.
But so we were talking about landing properly and landing improperly. So like if we did a video together about how to land and what it does to the body versus what you say it should do. So yeah, that's what we're thinking. Let us know what you think. You guys are the best thing ever, and so stoked to see you sticking to the grind. Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it. Hopefully this is smooth. I think we're choppy right now.
I know, we're choppy on here.
That's a bummer.
It's honestly, like, it is a grind. And it's fun. Like, when we first started this, we had zero idea what we were doing. And it's only been half a year, right? Since July?
Yeah.
It's like that we've actually been putting in, like, enough education to know what to do now. And so now, like, we feel like we got it down pretty good. No, we don't have it down. We're just continuously... We don't have it down.
Far from that.
Continuously learning, but we are far better than what we were in any other sense. Yes, I love the idea. Perfect. Tommy, we will get that going.
Yeah.
Elle says, you! Also, I love EWW. When you're on the mountain, I feel like that is the way you, like...
It's a universal language.
Yeah, it's the way you see someone, you ride past them, and you don't have to say anything but, yeah!
It means many different things.
And then they go, yeah! And you're like, good day. It's awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, Tommy, we just got done discussing balance and things we can do to kind of work on that. I tried to explain briefly, like, on what's going on inside the body and some creative ideas you can implement in your like workouts.
Yeah.
Did you talk about like landing and jumping and things like that? We want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
he said he loves the idea. What did he say? So Tommy said, let's chat after. I can geek out with you guys about lag and videos. Yes, please, because I think that's happening right now, but I can't tell. How's your winter front side 360 going? Front side? No. It's not going. Backside, yes. For some reason, and maybe you can tell us why, for some reason, we are backside people. Like, I don't know. To me, the rotation just makes more sense. I don't know about you, but like when I go, so like a half pipe type wall, if I go up the half pipe and I ride regular, right? To me, it just is so easy to whip over my back shoulder, my right shoulder, right? This way. And anytime I go off anything, the front side rotation just doesn't compute with my body quite yet. But Maybe we need to watch more breakdowns and figure out why that is.
Yep. Douglas or Chahoo! That's that Pacific Islander. I can't do that. That was weak, but
Chahoo!
Chahoo!
Backside 360s.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. They're going really well, honestly. We just went off a jump with our friend Jason. Mark, you needed a lot of speed for this particular lip because it went straight up and then the landing was and so I just rotation because I did not have enough speed, but Mark got it and did pretty well. Yeah. Do you know what, Will? That is probably a great question for Tommy.
Yeah.
We are not the snowboarding experts. We love snowboarding, but we are totally the body experts. So if Tommy says it's in the hips, it's in the hips, and we can tell you how to make those hips stronger and more mobile. Yeah.
All right, I think we're on our last end.
You guys, I'm so sorry. It's lagging, and we have zero idea what it will end shortly.
All right, we're going to call it.
We're going to call it. We love you guys. We hope you can see this.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming. See you next Sunday. We're going to put up some balance drills soon.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
All right.
Okay. Love you guys.